What's happening, everybody? It's Vicious here, and today I'm going to go over the Inquisitor gameplay from DNF Duel. And I want to point out something that it's been 4 days, or at least yesterday, it was 4 days since the Berserker trailer. So, what I'm guessing is they're going to release these trailers 4 days apart from one another, which, you know, that's pretty interesting if you ask me. So we got something to look forward to 4 days from now, which is a Friday, I think. And I think they pretty much revealed how they're going to be announcing it. They put up a banner on their Facebook page, and I think on Twitter as well, where they had the Berserker, then it was Inquisitor, and then they had the Grappler, Striker, and last would be the Ranger. So it might come out that way. Anyway, let's watch the trailer together. Alright, now I hate to be that person, but I'm going to go a little bit in depth here because I feel like not a lot of people are actually trying with DNF Duel, to be honest. Like, you look at any of these video reactions, they're like fucking the length of the trailer, and they like try and stretch it out for like 5 minutes, and it's like 5 minutes of nothing really. It's like 5 minutes of saying, ooh, look at that, look, she has this move. And I think we could do better with this game. Come on, y'all. Alright, so she looks good. She looks good, and they're not putting these trailers in 60 frames per second. It really bothers me. She kind of reminds me of Labrys, just thinking about that ex, Labrys from Persona. I'm really liking the art that they have for this too. If they made it move like on the DFO screen, that'd be dope too. So this looks like the auto combo. I'm almost certain that's the auto combo from DFO. Excuse me. Anytime you see the auto combo, just assume it's the one from DFO. This is a little different though, because she does a sweep and then she does a launcher. Really nice. So really confirming that every character has a launcher, and definitely every character has a sweep, and they're not connected to an auto combo. And I doubt that it's connected to something as simple as like AAA and then, you know, B for launcher. I don't think B is going to be the standard launcher, but hopefully it's A, B, C, D, or ABC at the very least, and maybe D can be like some sort of EX button or something, kind of like how there's technically an EX button on Melty Blood. So anyway, we got the uppercut here, and excuse me, she flashed and she threw out, this is odd to me. You guys see that, right? She flashed and she threw out this I guess it's a urn that's on fire or something along those lines. Does multiple hits. We see that it does multiple hits. So what that does for me is it basically confirms that this game is going to have a deeper juggle system than, you know, you might think. Since they got multiple hits from a move that landed on the ground, I'm thinking that they're going to definitely expand upon that more later on when we want, you know, more professional footage, I guess, because this is a bit weird. Right, so he's on fire, right? And now he's on the ground burning. So these are two different cuts, obviously, and it kind of bothers me because I want to see what the combo was going to be, or if it was just going to be Oki, right? So from about the same distance, we can see she throws the urn and then she goes for another EX. You know why I call this urn an EX, by the way? I'm pretty much dead set on that now, and we're gonna see why here soon. This looked to be an EX Rekka. I'm assuming that without the EX whatever meter she used, I'm assuming that Rekka doesn't have any fire on it, and because it's an EX, it probably has some juggle properties attached to it. This was like a completely different launcher, was it not? Hold on. We gotta go through it, guys. People are saying this is gonna be Grand Blue Fantasy Versus 2. Yeah, completely different fucking launcher. And if that was a launcher at all, yeah, that looked to be like, alright, she was in crouching stance, right? Or is she just jumping? Is that a jump cancel and it just looks like she's crouching because of the jump? Really hard to tell. But the opponent was in the air, and just like a lot of the combos that they do in these DNF Duel trailers, the opponent was in the air and she happened to be crouching right next to him and did an attack. And this attack lifted him up in the air, and we see something that we haven't seen in any DNF Duel trailer yet, technically. We've seen the grappler grab you in the air, but we have not seen an air normal, which I mentioned that in my previous analysis if you want to check that out. This is the first air normal that we've seen, and it doesn't appear out of the ordinary. The opponent falls pretty fast, so I'm assuming that would have to be, I don't know, the version of the heavy, maybe a heavy jumping B or jumping C, who knows. Or this could be jumping C. I like to reserve the opinion that this might be a command normal in the air and this is a dive, right? Bam. Okay, you see how she threw that out? It's similar to the fire one, right? I think that I'm just going to settle on when they flash as an EX, because when the Berserker did his little sword slam in one of the trailers, he had an EX version that had a different sword and blood came up. So whatever this is, it's the normal version of the attack that she did earlier. I'm going to just go ahead and submit that. I'm going to submit that in my mind. And I don't know what that is. Is it oil? Does she coat you with oil so the next attack that does fire damage does more damage? Hold on, we gotta super slow this down because, boy. Alright, so recovering, right? He's got some white on him from the recovery. That's normal, but it looks like he's like he's got like a film over him. Alright, and this wheel is metal as hell. Alright, let's go back to half speed. Wabam. Okay, so I don't know why they do stuff like this. This is like that cross slash that the Berserker did. Almost as if they're trying to show us that there's a different move. It definitely wasn't the A attack. I don't know if it's supposed to be B or if that's just them showing off that this is a C attack that the characters have, or heavy. Some of you guys come from light, medium, heavy games. I come from ABC games, so she definitely could have followed that up. I would assume, right? If she didn't stop to do a normal that whiffed. Okay, and this is what I think is going to be the super, right? When they turn red, it's a super, or it may be a part of a separate meter, and that's all we got from this trailer. Yeah, so I think that they showed us quite a bit more on one of their outlets, on one of our online outlets, media outlets, or whatever. I don't remember if it was Twitter or what. I asked them if we can get more intricate combos, or slightly more advanced combos in the next trailer. I don't know if they saw that and they're like, yeah, let's listen to this guy, or what, or maybe they just heard the outcry. But I think, you know, if we watch this again, whoops, let's watch it in normal speed. I think they gave us quite a bit to sink our teeth into. Our teeth. Oh man, I need to go to bed. I think next should be Grappler, which I am awaiting very excitedly. I really want to see the Grappler. I want to see what type of moves came over into the Grappler, because the Grappler it comes from Fighter, That's the main class. That's the source class, and the advancement is grappler. But there are some striking moves that come with being a fighter. You know, like its launch kick is a definitely a launch kick, and I think it also has a tornado kick as well. So there's a chance we might see a Tatsumaki Senpuku, or however you say that fucking move. I'm just really hyped. How do you guys feel? Was this better than the last trailer, or how are you feeling about it? I'll holler at you later.